A man had been saying the same sentence for 3 years. "I'll do it after this video." He said it every day, sometimes 10 times a day, sometimes 20. The strange thing was that he always meant it. He wasn't lying. He genuinely believed this video would be the last one. Then he would start. Then life would begin. Then he would become disciplined. Then he would become focused. Then he would become the person he knew he could be. But another video always arrived. Then another, then another, then another. One evening he sat at his desk. His notebook was open. At the top of the page he had written 3 things. Workout, read, build something. Simple, nothing extraordinary. 30 minutes each, 90 minutes in total. That was all. Then his brain said something. "I'll just watch one video first." The sentence felt harmless. It always did. 25 minutes later, another video appeared. Then another, then another. Suddenly, he looked at the clock. 6:47 p.m. The familiar feeling arrived. A small wave of panic, then guilt, then another sentence. "Today's basically over." Then he picked up his phone again. Then 10 o'clock arrived. Then he whispered, "What is wrong with me?" It wasn't the first time he had asked himself. It might have been the 1,000th. And that was the frightening part, because he knew exactly what to do. Work out, read, build something. His problem was not information. He had information. He had watched hundreds of videos about discipline, hundreds about habits, hundreds about dopamine, hundreds about productivity. If knowledge created action, his life would already be extraordinary. Then why wasn't he moving? That question stayed with him all night. The next morning he woke up determined. Today would be different. He smiled. He genuinely believed it. Then he picked up his phone, just to check the time. Then a notification appeared. Then another, then another. Then a recommended video appeared. 5 minutes, then 15, then 30. Then suddenly, his energy was gone. The strange thing was that nothing difficult had happened. He hadn't worked. He hadn't exercised. He hadn't built anything, and yet somehow his motivation had disappeared. The entire day felt heavier. Then another sentence arrived. "I'll start after lunch." After lunch became 3. 3 became 5. 5 became tomorrow. Tomorrow became next week. Next week became another month. And one evening, while cleaning his desk, he found an old notebook. He opened it. Inside were goals. Goals from 11 months ago. Exercise 4 times a week. Read every day. Build something meaningful. He stared at the page. Then he felt something uncomfortable. Nothing had changed. The goals were identical, almost word for word. He sat quietly. Then he whispered, 11 months? The sentence felt impossible. Then he said another sentence. Where did they go? Not the goals, the months. Where did 11 months go? Then something strange happened. For the first time in a very long time, he became angry. Not at the phone, not at social media, at himself. Then he said, "Why do I keep doing this?" Then an answer arrived immediately. "Because this version of you is easier." The sentence startled him, because it didn't feel like his own thought. It felt like something he had always known, but never said out loud. Then he sat quietly, and he noticed something. Every time he delayed action, he was waiting for a future version of himself. The disciplined version, the motivated version, the focused version, the energetic version. Then he laughed, because suddenly it sounded ridiculous. He was waiting for a person that did not exist. Then he noticed something even stranger. That person never existed, not once. Every good thing he had ever done in his life, he had done while being tired, or distracted, or unmotivated, or uncertain. His greatest achievements had never come from becoming a different person. They had come from moving before he felt ready. Then another realization arrived. The videos weren't the problem. The waiting was. The videos were simply where he hid. Then he asked himself something. What exactly am I waiting for? More energy? More motivation? More certainty? Then he smiled, because suddenly he understood. He was waiting to stop being human. The room became quiet. Then he laughed. Then he covered his face, because somehow that was exactly what he was doing. He was expecting tomorrow's version of himself to have no distractions, no resistance, no fear, no laziness, no uncertainty. He was waiting for a superhero. Then another realization hit him. He had been postponing action until he became a person who no longer needed action, and that was impossible. Then he said something he had never said before. Maybe this is who I am. Not in a hopeless way, in a liberating way. Maybe he would always feel resistance. Maybe he would always be tempted. Maybe distractions would always exist. Maybe motivation would always come and go. Maybe discipline was not the absence of those things. Maybe discipline was moving with them beside him. Then he smiled, because suddenly, something became easier. Months passed. His life did not become perfect. He still watched videos. He still procrastinated. He still wasted time. But one thing disappeared. The sentence, "I'll do it after this video." He replaced it with something else. "I'll do it before the next video." The difference was tiny, but life changed. Workout first, then video. 10 minutes of work, then video. Read 2 pages, then video. The order changed, and somehow everything changed. Because action no longer depended on motivation. Action came first. Then one evening he looked at his notebook again. The same notebook from 11 months earlier. This time the page was different. There were check marks, not many, but enough. Then he smiled, because for the first time in years, he trusted himself a little more. And he realized something beautiful. Life was never going to arrive one productive day at a time. Life was arriving one small promise at a time. Then perhaps this story leaves you with one question. How many times today have you said, "I'll do it after this video"? 3, 5, 10? And what if that sentence has quietly become the gatekeeper to your entire life? Because perhaps your life is not waiting on the other side of motivation. Perhaps it is waiting on the other side of one uncomfortable decision. And perhaps tonight, instead of watching one more video, you can give yourself 10 minutes. Because 10 minutes become momentum. Momentum becomes trust. Trust becomes action. And action quietly becomes a life. Not tomorrow, not Monday, not after this video. Now.